You're not broke because you don't earn enough. You're broke because you're playing a game you were never taught to win. You've been playing it forever. Welcome back to Chains of Wealth, where we uncover the truth behind money, power, and freedom. Think about this. From childhood, your life followed a script. Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, earn money. It's what everyone did. It's what society rewards. But why feel stuck? Why do people earning decent salaries still live paycheck to paycheck? Why does it feel like you're always one step behind, no matter how hard you try? You start blaming yourself. You think you need a better job or more money. But what if the game itself is designed to keep you running? Today, we're going to expose that game. Let's start with something that feels like success, your salary. The first time you earn, it feels like freedom. You chase growth, a raise, a promotion, a better company. Each step feels like progress. But look closer. Every time your income increases, something else grows, your expectations. You move to a better apartment, upgrade your phone, eat out more. You start spending on things you once considered a luxury. At first, it feels like you've earned it. But here's the shift. Your lifestyle quietly expands to match your income. This is called lifestyle inflation. Your new normal is more expensive than your old one. So even though you earn more, you don't feel richer. You just feel the same. Still chasing, still trying to get ahead. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. You are just stuck. Now let's talk about something even deeper. The way you earn money. Most people follow one simple, dangerous rule. Trade your time for money. You give your time, energy, and focus, and in return, you get paid. It sounds fair and logical, but here's the problem. Time is limited. You only have 24 hours in a day, which means your income is capped by your time. No matter how skilled, there's always a limit. The moment you stop working, the income stops too. If your financial life depends on your ability to work, are you really in control? Or are you just renting your life hour by hour? This is the trade most people never question, because it's all they have ever known. Now imagine this. You want something you can't afford yet. A car, a phone, a better lifestyle. The system gives you an option. Buy now. Pay later. It sounds convenient. Too convenient. You don't have to wait or sacrifice. Just swipe your card and it is yours immediately. But what's really happening? You're pulling future money into the present. And that comes at a cost called interest. Now you work for your money. Debt doesn't just take your money. It takes your freedom. Now you have obligations, monthly payments, and deadlines. Your job is no longer a choice. It's a necessity. The system doesn't just want you to earn. It wants you to stay dependent. It wants you to stay in the game. Let's say you avoid debt. Let's say you're disciplined. You save money regularly. You think you're doing everything right. But there's still something working against you. Quietly. Relentlessly. Inflation. Every year, the cost of living rises. Food gets more expensive. Housing gets more expensive. Everything gets more expensive. But your money, it doesn't grow just sitting in a savings account. In fact, it loses value. What $100,000 can buy today won't be the same in 10 years. So even if you're saving, you're slowly falling behind. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a small hole at the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, something is always leaking out. Now let's go back to where all of this begins, school. You spend years learning math, science, history, language, but there's one subject missing, money. No one teaches you how investing works, what assets are, or how to build wealth. You graduate, get a job, start earning, and suddenly you're expected to figure everything out on your own. It's like being thrown into a game without knowing the rules, and by the time you start learning, you're already deep inside the system. Here's where things get interesting, because not everyone is stuck. There are people who break free, and they do it by playing a completely different game. World 1, earn and spend. This is where most people live. You earn money, you spend money, you save a little, repeat. It keeps you stable, but it doesn't make you free. World 2, own and grow. This is where wealth is built. Instead of focusing only on income, these people focus on ownership. They buy assets, things that generate money over time, stocks, businesses, real estate. And here's the key difference. Their money works, even when they don't. While most people are trading time for money, they're building systems that generate money automatically. That's how the chain breaks. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. But what do I actually do? The answer is not complicated, but it's not easy either. 1, become aware. Everything starts here. The moment you see the system, you stop blindly following it. You start questioning your choices. 2, stop upgrading your life too fast. Just because you earn more doesn't mean you need to spend more. Keep your lifestyle stable while your income grows. That gap, that's where wealth begins. 3, start small, but start now. You don't need a lot of money to begin. You need consistency, even small investments. Over time, Grow into something powerful. 4. Focus on assets, not appearances. A fancy car might look impressive, but an asset generates income. One drains your money, the other builds your future. 5. Think in decades, not months. This is where most people fail. They want results fast. But real wealth? It's slow, it compounds, it builds quietly. And then suddenly, it becomes visible. There's no shortcut out of this system, no hack, no secret formula, no overnight success. Breaking free requires discipline, patience, consistency, and most importantly, thinking differently from the crowd. Because if you follow the same path as everyone else, you'll end up in the same place. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. On one side, there's the familiar path, safe, predictable, comfortable, but it leads to the same cycle. Work, spend, repeat. On the other side, there's a different path, uncertain, slower, requires effort, but it leads somewhere else. Freedom. Not overnight, not instantly, but eventually. Because wealth is not built in one big moment. It's built in small decisions, repeated over time, like links in a chain, and every choice you make adds another link. Are you strengthening the system that controls you, or are you building your own chain of wealth? Subscribe to Chains of Wealth. Because here, we don't just talk about money, we uncover the system behind it.